It is so good to see you. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or good night, depends on when you're watching this. We are in a series on quotes, and we've been taking a look at Disney quotes. And I have this book called Designing Disney. There are some things in this book that he talks about in how they designed Disneyland. And there was one page that I was reading, and they were talking about how Walt was, he always did things to perfection. So John Hench writes, Walt had the idea that guests could feel perfection. I once complained to him about the construction of some new stagecoaches. Walt had asked that the cab be suspended by leather straps as early Western stagecoaches had been. I thought that this was too much and told Walt, people aren't going to get this. It is too much perfection. Yes, they will, he responded. They will feel good about it, and they will understand that it's all done for them. He went on to lecture me. If they don't understand it, if you do something and people don't respond to it, it's because you are a poor communicator. But if you really reach them and touch them, they will respond because people are okay. He then insisted that there were no bad people. Some act badly because of incorrect information. I knew then that he expected us to give our guests good information in both design and story. So I just put a little note there to do our best, or to do my best. And what Walt did is he did everything for the people. He did everything so that the people would experience something. They would experience not just the story, but they would be in the story, and that they would be a part of the story. And the reason why Disney was so successful is because he always thought of the people, and he did his very best to communicate vision more than information. And even as detailed as the strappings of the stagecoach to be leather strappings, just like in the Western days, he thought that detailed because he knew that he wasn't trying to make people see something. He was trying to make people feel something, because people will always forget what you said and what they saw, but they will never forget what they felt. Disney's quote, I guess what I would take from this book, is that if you do something and people don't respond to it, it's because you are a poor communicator. I know it's kind of on the negative side, or maybe what we can do is, it's almost on the negative side, but it's a teaching side. I think it's a teaching moment for us and for those of you who communicate, whether you're a parent, a school teacher, you may be someone who leads other people and you have to communicate to them. Always give more vision. That's what Walt Disney did. He gave more vision than he gave information. And with the vision of it, people begin to understand because they feel something. So I just wanted to encourage you today, be a good communicator by casting more vision than you do information. And when you do, you'll see people catch it on. And I know he said that if people don't respond to it, then you're a poor communicator. I think that's something we can work on, communication and visualization, or even the details. And not so much where we become a perfectionist, but that we do things with our very best. So Walt always had that idea to make people feel something. And I think as communicators, if you're communicating to people, you always want to make them feel something. And I just wanted to encourage all of us with that quote today. Maybe we can sum it up by saying, do your very best. Just do your very best at everything you do and hammer it out, get better at it, rethink it. Once you're done with the idea, let it simmer a little bit and then toss it around with other people, get input from other people, and keep that idea brewing. Don't be satisfied with the first draft of the idea or the first draft of what you want to communicate. Kind of hammer it out and perfect it, get it better and better and better. So by the time you communicate it, people respond to it.
2.19 miles.
So I just did a quick run with my dogs, and then I'm gonna finish up on the treadmill. Maybe another mile or so. My legs are sore from yesterday. We played basketball all day. Well, not all day. Maybe for about an hour and a half or 2 hours or something like that. And the older you get, the more sore you feel after. So my legs are sore, so I gotta take it easy and do a light walk and then jog. But you can't do that with the dogs because they just run. And I didn't film with them because I didn't think I was going to film today or vlog today, which I did. So I didn't know if I wanted to put in that run, but I just wanted to encourage you to, if you haven't felt like running or exercising or something, you're not gonna feel like it sometimes. So I try not to base my exercise regimen on how I feel. I base it on what I know. And I know I need to stay healthy. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to deal with health ailments that is far worse painful than the discipline of exercise. So that's how I feel right now. I don't know if my mentality will change as the years go by, but that's what I think of right now. That's what my thought process is right now. So I just want to encourage you, whatever it is in your thought process, sometimes you have to do things based on what you know you should do rather than how you feel.